Grand rising to my brothers and my sisters, kings and queens, God and goddesses of the four corners of the earth. Grand rising. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Ocean of Truth. I'm your host, Rabenu, and today, this is part 3 of how do we overcome modern day evilness. Yeah, so let me get into it. So in part 1, I was talking about the evil institutions. And in part 2, I was talking about the way how the system is designed, right? So we know the way how the system designed with all of the evil institutions, because the institutions within the system, all of it is evil. Part 3, we're going to talk about the ones them who's at the top. That's the evil leaders. And that is in every aspect, in every institution. Yes, so thanks for tuning in. Give me some of your time and just sit back and enjoy the video. So yes, let me talk about the evil leaders who have biggest positions in this world. Or let me say the leaders who is running the world. Or let me say the people who sit in or who have the important jobs, or some might say role models, and some might say people look up to them and these type of other things. But I'm here to say that all of these leaders, the ones them who is at the head in every institution, they are evil and they does indulge in evilness. Yes, my brothers and sisters, in every institution. Whether it be in a school institution, whether it be in a housing institution, religious institution, banking institution, government institution, all of them who's at the top, so-called leaders, all of them indulge in evilness and evil practices, right? That way, for a lot of us who is spiritual beings, guardians of light, we wouldn't, it would be really hard for us to get certain type of jobs or to be in certain type of positions within this matrix, because they already know who we be spiritually, and we self as spiritual beings, we live by Mahat. We have dignity, we have morality, principles. So it's enough type of jobs or enough type of positions we wouldn't even find it interesting to do, because we don't know already we're not selling our soul. And selling your soul means, is a metaphor. It means we're not selling our morality, we're not selling our principles, we're not selling our code of conduct, meaning what we stand for. Yeah, we're not cheap. We're not a sellout. We're not a Judas. We're no Peter. So, in every institution, we could see at the top, you have evil leaders. We have people in the politics. People look up to them, vote season to season, looking up to these people, thinking that these people could change their life, could better their life, could give them a handout if they vote. But I'm here again to reassure and tell all of you that all of this is just a hoax. All of it is just a lie in a disguise, because they don't care about none of us in general, especially the black people, black nation, right? All of this thing about democratic, I hate that word. I hate it so bad, because I grew up born with a mother who is a democratic and a die-hard Christian. Yes, Jesus is a pimp, and you know what she is, and that's how the story ends, right? So this democratic thing about freedom of speech and all kind of thing is all other kind of it's like a kind of smoke screen in their dirty practices. What it does do within the government system, government institutions. That democratic thing don't mean nothing. Really and truly don't mean nothing. Yeah, you put a fire on that. Yeah, fire of Shango on that. Yeah, man. Dirty, evil institutions with the evil leaders. Moving on, all like the teachers them. Enough schools, teachers, Europe, America, and these places. We spiritual beings know that enough of these teachers did us indulge in evil practices. A lot of them don't even believe in God. That's number one. In Europe and America and these places, a lot of them don't even believe in God. That's number one. That's where the whole thing done gone. You know when a car flip on it, on the roof, like that, right? Enough of them is evil entities, parasitic deities in them, evil energies in them. You understand? Sometimes we as children, we go to school, when we think the teacher, because she laugh with us or whatever, she means the best for us. But it's for only us to have our first eye open to really see and discern what these people is really be thinking in their minds when they see us. Yeah. Yeah, my kings and queens, you see it? You know, moving on again. The evil leaders. You know, these doctors, you go, you're sick and whatever, you need medication, you need medical attention, and we go to these institutions and we thinking that these people, doctors, nurses, because they laugh at us and smile with us and they bring coffee, tea for us, and they mean the best interest for us. Big lie in disguise, because they don't really, the playbook is just keep you on the line, keep you on the bait till you die.
Van Kortrijk naar Brugge sta je 10 minuten in de file.
And they don't really like us. They don't like us, they don't care about us. You know what I'm showing you? Yeah. They don't like us, they don't really care about us. Matter of fact, all the medicines and everything what it does give to the black people immediately when you come there is for you to get more sick. You right? All of the medicine, from the diabetes, from the pills to the insulin to everything, is to get you sick, to get you more sick. And then they say they're helping you. Evil leaders, the ones them who hold in these high positions and supposed to be leading the nation, leading humanity, according to Mahat. But they're not doing it like that. You see me? They're doing it their evil way. But there are parasitic deities telling them how to run it and how to you know, go about the everyday business. Yeah, that's the doctors and nurses for you. I don't like doctors, I don't like nurses, and I don't go to no doctor, and I don't go to no nurse. I don't even go to the dentist. Anybody know me, they know how we get down. We 100% a spiritualist, full-time practitioner. I believe in the herbs. I believe in metaphysics and different energies, that when time comes, when something happen, you see me, I know what to do. But the more times, man, is a healthy person, I always train, I eat good, I love to eat my ground food. Time to time, I'll eat my fufu. I'm a different type of ground food, and just keep your body strong. You see me? Meditation is everything. It's a mind, it's a spirit, mind, body thing, you know. You see me? So people don't know, but people now, they don't know what has really happened, that how you just really get sick and how you just stay in this sickness. People don't really know, but that's for other video again. You understand? I just right now highlighting the evil leaders who have these big positions. Moving on. You understand? Even in the churches, you got masses going to the churches, masses going to the Muslim building, you know, these synagogues and these kind of places, looking up to these people as a beacon of hope, while they seem to realize, or they seem to forget, that these same people is just a human being just like them. They just sleep, eat, do every single thing what you just do too. And that means none of us is perfect. So everybody just make mistakes. And of course, all of us just do things sometimes that we have to ask ourselves, what? Hey, that wasn't nice. Don't do it again. Right? And some of us just really like uphold that vibe because we consciously aware, and then some people just don't have no conscience. So that's how it is. You understand? But the evil leaders, again, as we say, masses of people going to these places, seeking hope, watching them as a beacon of hope. And the more of the time is these people are just evil people. Right? if it's not pastors who is homosexual, if it's not pastors who indulge in all kind of evil practices, the same pastor who come into the church on Sunday talking bad about African spirituality, when he leave the church or before he come to church, right, let me just say, from Monday to Saturday, he's still by that shrine, and he's still by that Babalawo, and he's still by the spiritualist to get his powers. The same power he need in church. So when he in church, he start to talk kind of language, all of you fall along. When he take out his handkerchief and all of you fall along. Why you think it is? You see, are you look like, are you really spiritually dead? Are you in awakening? Yeah. The Imam, the same thing. Because everybody have their own spiritual powers. Yeah. They, in Arab world, they have the thing too. You understand? But them man them do the thing too. Yeah. Don't watch Imam that, oh, he's Imam, he there and he don't do nothing. What do you think? He don't do nothing. The same way like the Pope. What you want to talk about the Pope? Oh, the Pope, he holy. He don't have sex, he don't do nothing. He want to live this life like, that so-called batty man in the Bible. A man live on his earth and he have no urge to want to have sex. No. See? Evil leaders again. Well, a lot of people don't even know that same Pope, right? The function is to molest little boys. See? And this is people where they just go, watch up to, look up to. Some even want to say they would love to be like them, but not me, for sure not. Evil leaders in high positions. Yes, this is the evilness what we combating. To my brothers and sisters, kings and queens, God and goddesses on this beautiful Saturday. Yeah? Yeah, so this is the thing what we fighting against. How we going to change this? How we going to combat this and overcome this? Right? We need to stand up and fight. We need to stand up and reject all of these things that what these people bring in. And we need to start to strategize and organize. Come together, strategize and organize. Yes. That's what you got to start to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a lot more now. A lot of people, like, even with, like, if you're saying, like, the music industry, for the much, like, the younger people who will be watching this video, music. You know, a lot of people is like, you know, back in my days, I born in the 80s, you know, growing up, and like, that was like hip-hop and rap and the different ones, people, them, and, but one thing I just wanted to say, like, from back in the 80s, watching all these people, and then now when internet came out and everything, and you really know the background of these people's life, it was really shocking to know how some of these people has lived. So it was really like depressing to just even know that in your childhood days, some of these people used to look up to and call them your role model. Because, like, let me be serious, you want to be like these people? You know what I mean? DMX or somebody, like, I used to love to listen to DMX before I go play basketball, get you in that hype. Anybody know DMX? You know DMX, you got that energy, get you in that hype before you go play. But now when you get to find out the DMX life, I mean, do you want to be like DMX? I mean, like I'm trying to say, like, you know, what he was doing behind closed doors, we are concerned drug using and these type of things. So, again, sometimes, and most of the times in these evil institutions, the ones that were sitting on the top and have these big positions and high positions, they are evil and they're indulging in evil practices. We as Africans, we as indigenous people, we need to find our indigenous lineage and our indigenous role models. And they got a lot of them. Got a lot of role models we could look up to. Right? Yeah. And they wasn't religious. I mean, they wasn't evil. They wasn't evil. None of them wasn't evil. And none of them didn't need to know evil leaders. And they didn't need the evil system. They created their own system. And they stand up. And they were prosperous. We have many. From Fela Kuti, Bob Marley, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, right? We got a lot of them now. Got a lot of people came over the years, Marcus Garvey came over the years and reject the evil institutions. They created their own institutions and they was prosperous in their life. They wasn't broke people, they didn't have money and poor. So, you know, today the message is that the evilness what we have to overcome, these evil leaders in these different positions in the world where we live in. This is our everyday live it here. Every day we have to like associate with these things because every day we gotta move within the system. So how we have to overcome these things, the way how we have to overcome these things is like really staying spiritually fast on our spirituality, you know, our spiritual bath, you know what I mean, our rituals, you know, and always being aligned with the universal nature, right? So that the divine could always be there to work in every situation within their evil institutions. Any situation where you find yourself in, divinity is there with you once you align with nature and the universe. So this is how we're going to overcome these evil leaders, and to our younger generation, like even encourage them to even probably like go to school and be the best that they could be, right? Teach them about African history, and also let them know that they could also like be something real special in this life, that their peers will also look up to them as real role models. Teach them the real meaning of a role model, right? And you know, that's what we got to do as spiritual beings. But we need to overcome these evil leaders. We could see President of the United States of America, the so-called saying, the biggest position of the world. You see how this guy is. Over here in Europe, we have the crooks too as well. Down in Africa, I don't need to call the places, we have the crooks down there too. All over the crooks them is in high places, in high positions. The ones them who have the power, or just say they're in a position to make changes, but they don't make changes. Evil leaders, evilness, modern day evilness. Ones them in Africa, some of the leaders allocating funds to build up the communities, put light, put water, pave the road, solar system, different things. And what it does do when they get the money, they eat the money. Evilness, modern day evilness, right? Israel again, over there, when time come, it's like they don't understand that, okay, enough is enough. I don't know, probably they want Gaza to don't have no house, nothing, that everybody's sleeping in tents. You know, evilness to the highest again. This is what's going on. Yeah, this is what's going on, right? Looting, plundering, right? Criminal calling that one criminal, right? The media in co-conspiring, because the media does be lying. So that's not the media and the TV. They serve all of them as like conspirators. Movies again, these different type of actors and things. Some of our children and some of peers just look up to them like role models. If we only know what these people has been doing behind closed doors, they indulge in a lot of evil practices. Evilness in high places. Yes, evil leaders. This is part 3. Yes, this is part 3. So we have to know that within their evil institutions, within the system what they design, and in the evil institutions, 99% of all the leaders or the ones that were sitting in a high position are evil. And we have to overcome them by standing on truth, speaking truth, and being a real beacon of light. Yes. So yes, my audience, yes, my brothers and sisters, kings and queens, God and goddesses of the 4 corners of the earth, thanks again for watching Ocean of Truth with your host Rabenu. And until the next time,